Yeah, alright everyone, welcome back, good morning, all that stuff. Yeah, so Sunday, rare day off from work for me, so just been going through a little bit of YouTube and happened to stumble across the Danny G Daily hosted by Video Craig and Rach from the comfort of Studio 3, or is it Studio 4? I don't know, let's be honest, it's just a spare bedroom, innit? I mean, no need to insult our intelligence anymore. So yeah, I didn't watch it, but I flicked through it. I see the pair of fed up looking specimens sat there reviewing, which I presume is Danny G's content from the vault. Yeah, so old stuff, and basically they look like once again that they were sat in a fucking a cemetery or so, a funeral home. Yeah. Fed up ain't the word. Fed up is an understatement. Please put a little bit of energy into the fucking reaction videos, you know? Oh, mate, both sat there with their long faces. Now you're making up your own jokes. So, yeah, look. Where do we go from here? What do we say? Look, it's a superiority complex that I can't stand, and they're both sat there, always with their snazzy new garms on, always thinking they're better than everyone else, always thinking they got more money than everyone else. What with all this Hedgehog Studios, Hedgehog Media, Hedgehog Entertainment, it's fucking cringe, mate. It's absolutely cringe. You know better than anyone else. You're on lives at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning that live was shot, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, the pair of them off their tits yet again. Oh, no. No, I think you're fine, I'm sober. I've got a little badge telling everyone I'm 24 months sober. You and Rach, it seems we know the main thing you have in common, apart from testing out the mattresses, of course, is getting off your chops. I mean, look, you can say it's slander, you can say it's this, you can say... I say it's the truth. Sorry, mate, jaws swinging, eyes fucking pinned, looking very uncomfortable, them constant toilet breaks. Let's be honest here. Craig never looked like this about a year ago. I'd say in the last year his addiction has really taken over him again. But you know what? The main part of addiction is denial. Pal, get help. Get help. Stop denying to all your nitwits, aka your cult, and get help because you need it, mate. Oh, it's a nervous tick he's got. All of a sudden it's a nervous tick or something like that. You know, I remember a year ago when he was reviewing others, he looked pretty much normal, yeah? Sat there, composed. There was the odd joke, you know, from this stand-up comedian. I mean, and people keep saying, why'd you keep going on about it? Because it happened. That's why people keep going on about it. There's no dressing up them jokes as dark humour. That is beyond dark humour. Bernard Manning used to be dark humour, yeah, where he'd be a bit of a bigot, he'd say some real off-the-cuff, you know, shocking things. But them jokes, mate, they come from the depths of hell. We're talking... Oh, well, I don't even want to repeat it, to be honest, but I'm sure the Wills family, the Chapman family, and the McCann family might want to think about taking a civil case against that kind of malicious slander. Anyway, back to the story. It was just, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. They're up, going over Danny G. The obsession is real. Look, I'll do a few videos on Danny G, yeah? Only because he deserves them. I wouldn't do 2, 3, 4 lives a day, mate. And you claim you're always so busy. You're living such a wonderful life. You're making 3,000 from one channel, 2,000 from another channel, 1,000 from... You know, if you was to talk about your millionaire lifestyle... Nobody would give a fuck. Nobody would watch you at one of your fancy restaurants or you buying one of your new, Boss hoodies or whatever. No, look. The thing is, they think they're better than everyone else. That's the thing that's coming across now. They think they are far superior to anyone. You hear them, I will never mention his name again, obviously referring to Jake. They've got all the little nitwits backing them up, from the cult, who are all just, look, let's be honest, they're unemployed divvies, but they're trying to say, oh, no. I'm studying law, so I know that they definitely can get him arrested for slander. Oh, I'm a doctor, yeah. I'm a psychiatrist, They've all got the best jobs in the country. Allegedly, this cult of nitwits, yeah? And then they've got all the weirdos backing them up. Mr. and Mrs. Goober, still not revealed themselves. The Urban Dork, or the Urban Dick, whatever he's most commonly known as. I mean, the guy's an absolute pleb. Look at him. You bend him up like a pretzel. Oh, I got a machete. Oh, I got this. I'm a real tough guy. I'm building little things to throw in people. You shut up. You absolute goober. You little twit. I mean, when you say nerds, that guy's got to be up there. But the biggest nerd, the biggest tip, has to be that pencil neck geek. Welcome back to the channel. What a fucking goof. Jesus Christ. And he tried to be, when he came on YouTube, he thought he was going to be the new Danny Christie. He was up Danny Christie's backside, up Shadow Boxer's backside. Do you know what I mean? Then had to come another one and say, oh no, but my missus, she was viciously whatever. And I thought, oh, here we go. He's tried every trick in the book, this one, to get the sympathy vote, to get some sort of respect. But the guy's just an absolute pleb. A little pencil neck geek. He'd get blown away in the wind, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? You'd go like that to him. And he'd fly across the fucking room. Trust me, mate. 6 stone soaking wet. He's a little goof. And he's got to fight Craig's, he's so needy for acceptance. There's only one person that's more needy for acceptance than him. Yes, I'm talking about Rubberface. But yeah, that pencil neck geek, mate. Fucking hell, guy looks a mess, mate. Where do we find them? Where do we find the kip of them? Have you noticed everyone on this corner of YouTube? They're all ugly. Me, I'm a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. Facts. Look. There's a couple of other guys that could probably pull, on this corner. But I am a 10 out of 10. Fact. Used to be a model. Speaking of people, and their looks. I see Narrative done a video, and I think he was in my comment section as well. Butthead, aka Rocky Dennis, with his brittle lambs. He's still trying to side with the other two. He claims in the comment section, "Oh, get me on for a bit of balance." You're not balanced. You're not a real one. You're another goof that's been misled by bullies. Do you know what I mean? Don't come across as you went up against Craig and the cult a long time ago. You got your arse owned. That's why now you're thinking, all right, I'll stick with, Craig could get the upper hand on Jake sooner or later, you know what I mean? But never happen. Do you know what I mean? Never going to happen. It's a downfall. Now, you can actually say that them two are having sleepless nights. I mean, they're up at 3 or 4 a.m., doing Danny G live vlogs. I mean, reaction videos or whatever you want to call them, as his nitwits so fondly tell me. That is just sad, is it? I mean, most normal folk are in bed. I mean, unless you're coming back from a club or something like that, why are you up at 3, 4 a.m.? Unless you're at work, as you're doing a late shift. Why are you up at 3, 4 a.m.? I mean, I'm not doing anything constructive with your time. Sat there reviewing Danny G footage. Oh, you got to make the YouTube shekels. Oh, I don't want him to show me £3,000 on the screen and then tell me it's worth sitting up all night. Is it worth it? Is it worth your sanity and being off your tits all the time to review Danny G? I mean, you obviously have to get high to review him. Danny G's stoned all day, so, you know, it's like a cycle, isn't it? With it, and I'm not talking about steroids, you know. It's really, really sad. And the goobers continue to crawl out the woodwork, narrative, butthead. You know what I mean? He don't know what he's fucking talking about. Do you know what I mean? He's trying to say, oh, no, they never said anything about children. Yes, they did. The nitwits got in touch with his school. What's wrong with you? Do you think in your head, if it was your kid and the cult were calling your kid's school and trying to report you for whatever, you'll be like, oh, no, well, it's Rach, you see. I believe her little pity story. She sat there, you know, stone cold she was. Stone, just like when she done the one and done. She's right. Jake's right. There was no humour. There was no attempt at banter. Even though Craig ripped the script, it was delivered with such, you know, seriousness. You know? There was venom. There was venom. You could see they literally hated Jake. They hated him bringing down their empire. Their empire is crumbling around. Behind the smiles, behind the tired, you know, eyes, is a story of desperation. You know when people have to say they've got to go to the authorities, they've got to go to the old bill, you know they've been soundly beaten. Do you know what I mean? Because, don't forget, we're not talking about innocent people here. We're not talking about innocent, normal folk. We're talking about people that have been online trolls, online bullies for their whole YouTube career. And they've made thousands from it. You know? Ricky Kaleem's son was seen in the reflection of the window. Craig. He's with a rent boy, he's with a lady boy, he's with, you know, throwing around slander, as they say. Do you know what I mean? He got really personal with Andy Smith. It was only when Andy Smith got hold of Craig's acro that it was like, well, I've had a sudden change of heart. I've decided I'm going to leave Andy Smith alone. I don't really want to do anymore. I can see it's affecting his mental health. When have you ever had a conscience, Craig? Honestly, when have you ever had a conscience? Never. So, you know, Smith had something on you. Like I said, Danny G, Decker Heggie, they're prayer walkovers. They've been trolled, they've been bullied by Craig, his cult, Rach behind the scenes. Don't forget, Rach has been on many lives as well. She's not a victim in all this. She's not. People say, oh no, she's not part of this. Whereas, like, JDP's family is not part of this. You don't see them on YouTube videos giving their opinions. You see her on lives being bitchy. You know what I mean? Don't forget this victim laughing at other women, you know, while claiming, you know, she's a domestic abuse survivor. Oh, how could you? How could you say, oh, poor Rach? Ain't that fucking funny? They've all got a story to tell, haven't they? They're all fucking victims of violence, this lot, aren't they? The men, the women, you know what I mean? They've all got this, they've recovered from this problem or that problem or this problem. Do you know what I mean? You know, fucking hell. This country's full up with them, isn't it? What am I talking about? Fucking Karens, that's what I'm talking about. Where men ain't men anymore. Oh, no, but you don't understand. It's different. Men need to talk about this kind of stuff now. Fuck, sod they do, mate. Sod they do. I've been through shit in my life. Do you hear me coming on YouTube? Giving me hard luck stories. Oh, please feel sorry for me. Please, look, I've got one more thing to say. Look. Bollocks, I keep it, I'm a real man's man. I keep it to myself. You know, I soldier on. You know, well, you got the rest of them. You know, they're all on fucking... You know, oh, well, Craig's retired, you see, from his illustrious rap career of being a writer, producer. I mean, look, they seem to think they're living the millionaire lifestyle. But if you think about it, if they were to talk about their millionaire lifestyle, nobody would be interested. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, honestly. It's facts, mate. It's facts. And narrative, he's just a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. Because if the boot was on the other foot now, he'd be making videos or he'd be crying or whatever. You know, it's you know, and he's claiming, but you know, this one drove me mad. This one drove me off YouTube. None of them two that I had a big falling out with drove me off YouTube. Yeah, Creepy Corner or the Stupid Sheriff. Yeah, they just went really low. Because they couldn't win the argument. They tried to bacon people off. That's what people that have no back and forth, that have no banter. Whereas you narrative. You didn't win no battle with the stupid sheriff. It was the viewers that turned on the sheriff because he was being so vile with his replies to you, yeah? You know, talking about the kid and things like that, yeah? So let's get it straight. You never beat, you beat maybe, who did you beat in a back and forth? The Jizz, that was it. And look at the skip of him. Look at the fucking kip of him. How anyone takes him seriously. And when he's monotone, he's boring. The couple of occasions I see him turn up on Video Crate, it sent me to fucking sleep. He turned a minute story into a fucking 25-minute borathon. I mean, the guy needs literally a broom up his backside. Wake up, man. Get some fucking energy. Jesus Christ. And the other two sat there at 3 o'clock in the morning going over Danny G. And all his nitwits seem to think that's the best thing since sliced bread. Wow. Wow. Easily pleased, mush. Oh, yeah, but we've made all this money and we're sober, look. And when I met Jake the Snake Roberts and he saw my little Funko Pop, he said, congratulations on getting back with your Rach. I've got back with my Cheryl, you know what I mean? Congratulations on being 24 months sober. Craig, if you're fucking sober, mate, I'm the fucking Kandahar Giant. You know what I mean? There's no ifs, there's no buts, there's no maybes. You are on the hard stuff. Can't sleep, won't sleep. Up all night because JDP's literally sent you to loopy. And boy, do you look miserable. You look like you've lost 50 quid and found 5p. You know what I mean? I've never seen two miserable looking people as long as I've lived. And you're doing reaction reviews of, you know, at least try and make it fun. Fucking hell, you know what I mean? Get out the shandy. Fucking, you know, get some Coca-Cola, Dan. You need a bit of extra sugar. I mean, since you can't sleep. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. That's all. God bless.